beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the full year 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this year, especially since we're looking at full year. You're going to want as much information as possible. Also, if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. With that being said, let's go and jump in and get started. If you've watched my videos before, it's going to be a similar layout, but just going to be for a full year versus month or mid-month. But in column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so 2022. And column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for 2023. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column. We're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions. They can be about 2023 or whatever you would like. We're also going to do a letting go note, an angel message, and crystal of the year and a healing note. So all that good stuff and some extras. But let's go ahead and again go back to column number 1, which is what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So this is going to be kind of a recap of 2022 and what you can let go of moving into 2023. Let's see here. The first card that we have is Alchemy. Oh, this is a wonderful thing to let go, Capricorn. Alchemy is not a bad card, but it is like about being able to overcome. So as things pop up, you have the ability to overcome obstacles. And it's a really wonderful thing to have. And it's almost like, I don't know, there's an example in the book for this card. It's like when there's nervous, so let's say you're a professional sports player and that like nervous energy that you have prior to a game, then using that to become a better player. So it's not like a bad thing, but what I would love for you to have is just less obstacles. So this is kind of a reflection that there were obstacles, but also your ability to overcome obstacles. So I dislike that you had obstacles, but I like how you handled them, Capricorn. Let's see though what types of messages we have coming through underneath. Okay, the first card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, anytime we have an ace card, is a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Pentacles, there's new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. So I do think that you made a pretty significant career or job move or really a major financial move in 2022. This is always positive. It seems good. I think you're happy with this new job, happy with the more money, happy with the investment, whatever it may have been, but indicating that financial move that happened. The next card that we have is the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is a card of rivalry, challenges, obstacles, and this is, I like to explain this as small bumps in the road, but I guess I'm not surprised to see this because with Alchemy it was like things kept popping up, and this card is like things that kept popping up. But again, it's all about the ability to just ride with the bumps in the road and overcome what was thrown your way, and I think you did a great job of that, Capricorn. The next card that we have is the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is a card of heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression, surgery. Unfortunately, likely one of those things I just said happened, so possibly you went through a separation or a divorce. There was some sort of loss for you. Perhaps you were ill or had surgery. It just kind of adds to the waves. I mean, you had some major life events in 2022, it seems like. Let's see what other messages I can add here, any other clarity I can add here. The first card that we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, courage. Whatever this financial move or career move was, again, it was really big, it was bold, and it took a lot of bravery, it took a lot of courage to get it done. I will say though, I feel like there are better boundaries in this job. You're more appreciated, you're more respected, you're better paid. Again, this was still a good move here for you, Capricorn. The next card that we have is the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. I feel like you didn't lose sight. You kept your eye on the prize, if that's a thing. It's like you knew what you needed to accomplish. I think you, again, you just really rode these bumps in the bumps in the road, these conflicts really well. You didn't let things bring you down. If you did, it was just for a short period of time. So it was like you were able to keep your energy really high even as things got rough. At the bottom, we have the Sun card. The Sun card is a card of material happiness, joyous outcome, success. I'm glad to see this. So there's a couple things happening here that I really like. First off, I'm glad to see that you have been able to find joy and happiness after whatever this Three of Swords event was. So whether, again, this was illness or separation or a heartbreak or loss, I'm glad that you were able again to find happiness on the other side of that and find joy again. The other thing I love is like this is the begin, or this is kind of like at the bottom, so it's kind of the end of the year. So I'm liking this feeling of happiness and joy and success flowing into 2023. So I like the positioning of that card as well. Okay, now let's take a look at column number 2, which is just general what's coming for 2023. We have the card Perspective. Perspective is an interesting one, but it's pretty literal. It's usually you're gaining a new perspective on something, getting more information. And to be frank, I would imagine that in a whole year you are going to gain perspective and you are going to change and your opinions are going to change. It seems like there's one main thing that you're going to shift on potentially, but in general, I think you are going to be gaining information, gaining new perspective, and growing in 2023. That's what I'm hearing. Let's take a peek at what cards come through here for you. The first card we have is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is busy. I hope that I didn't just shock any of you with that. I imagine most of you kind of knew that was coming. But in general, I think 2023 is going to be busy for you, Capricorn. Sorry to hit you with that first things first, but when I see the Seven of Cups, if you look at this card, there is something different in each cup. It's just a lot going on. It's going to be busy. It's going to be a fast-paced year. We're going to be having this same conversation in 12 months, but it's going to go by in a blink. So be ready for busy. Be ready for a lot of different things going on. Of course, we'll clarify that. The next card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant has so many meanings. It's traditional, it's conventional, it's conformity, but it's also a card of expectations, and I like this. Even though it is going to be a busy year, I think 2023 is going to exceed your expectations. And I actually feel like you have expectations. It's not like you have low expectations, but it's still going to be better than you expected. The next card, so like if you have like a list of things that you want to accomplish, you're going to do that and then some, which I really like, Capricorn. Moving on though, our next card is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is very nostalgic. It's kind of like reflecting to move forward. I do think that some of you could have a reunion or potentially receive a significant gift. And I mean, I'm talking like significance of like you may inherit a house or a car or something along those lines. So it's feeling relatively big. But I do see some of you getting reconnected with somebody from the past. Feels kind of friend vibe, but it could be love interest too. It just seems like you're getting reunited, reconnected. And that reunion seems like it's there to stay. Let's see though what other information I can give you. The next card we have is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very supportive, very tolerant, very empathetic. What I'm getting is you kind of have to keep rolling with the waves like you did in 2022. Like, but I will say, like, before it was kind of like conflicts or challenges that were popping up. This is just going to be stuff popping up. It's not necessarily going to be conflict or challenges, if that makes sense. It's just like, it'll be one thing after another in terms of busy. So you need to kind of stay in that kind of tolerant mindset and kind of just roll with it still. But again, it's not that same rolling with it that it was last year. This is also coming through as you being like a guide or a mentor. I do feel like you are supporting somebody here. Supporting is really, or like leading somebody through a life event. So just keep that in mind too. You could be like helping somebody sort through some of the chaos in their life as well. The next card that we have is the Chariot. Somebody wants to describe the Chariot to me as the Vroom Vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. We're on a journey. But along this journey, things are going to exceed your expectations. So again, I do think there's going to be a lot of learning this year. And as you learn, you gain that knowledge, you gain that perspective, and it causes change. And then that cycle repeats. You learn, you gain perspective, you change. But that is like the cycle of life. That's the advancement of life. And again, it is exceeding expectations. So it's like, we're going to be happy with this additional information. We're going to be happy with this perspective. Some of you could be like graduating from college too, or like completing college courses. It's almost like ticking things off the list, checking things off the list, if that makes sense, Capricorn. This is also a new vehicle card. So perhaps some of you are going to be getting a new car in 2023 as well. And at the bottom here, we have the Justice card. The Justice card is one of those cards that's favorable for you. So I like this. It's cause and effect. It's win-win solutions. It's like, because you put in this effort, you're getting this. So you are going to be getting, like, again, that big substantial gift, but it'll be because you've worked hard for it. You've earned it. It is still a gift, but it's like you're deserving and worthy of it, Capricorn. Also with the Justice card, if you are looking at things through, like if you're having things through the court or legal system, contracts, that type of thing, this indicates favorable outcome for you as well. So now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. I did just get this new deck of cards, and it's like money advice or guidance, whatever you want to call it. In this case, it's an affirmation, and your affirmation says, "Love is the intention behind all of my transactions." Okay, so in this column, we're going to talk anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money, Capricorn. The first card that we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, I know, looks a little gloomy, but in reality it's not. This is a card of going through a transition, and it's a necessary transition. But if you look at the boat is heading in a forward, positive direction, and that's actually why I like this card. You're advancing, you're moving forward. I will say, perhaps like the timing isn't what you thought it would be, or maybe it's not the exact move you thought it would be 5 years ago. But so much changes, and this is the right move now. And again, this is a move forward. This is an advancement. The next card we have is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is very studious, very hardworking. I see you putting in a lot of effort, and you put in a lot of work. The nice thing about this is like you're working and it's taking you somewhere. You're advancing because of it. You're reaping the benefits of your hard work. So I like this energy, Capricorn. Unfortunately, you don't get to just kick back with your feet on your desk. You are putting in the effort, but the effort is valuable and valued, which is important. At the bottom here, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of celebration. I do see you accomplishing. Again, for some of you, this could be like college courses. I see you just like checking them off. You could be switching jobs again, or really just advancing where you're at. But whatever this is that you're working towards financially or career-wise, this is then the celebration for it. So success, like the transition, like the success, like the hard work, because again, it's valued and valuable. The first card we have is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of delayed success. It's waiting. Again, I was saying that I didn't know that this transition was happening at the exact time you wanted it to. That seems connected. So let's say you want a new job in March. It may not happen till April or something along those lines. I don't think you're going to be waiting like 12 months for it or anything like that, but the timing is not exactly what you were seeking. And I don't even know if I like the word waiting. Maybe it goes the opposite. Maybe you wanted to switch jobs in June and it ends up happening in March instead. So just be aware of that. The next card that we have is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of going from good to better. So again, there's a lot of continuation, a lot of advancement, a lot of progress happening here. If you look at these Eight of Cups, they're stacked so nicely, but yet the person's still moving away from them. So it's going from that like good to even better type energy. So I like to see that. This again, I think is going to be moving forward into a new job, new role, graduating from college, whatever that may be. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Great money card. So love to see this coming through. This in general is saying financial gains for you in 2023. So really financially positioned well here. This celebration, I think, will lead to more money as well, whether this is new job, accomplishment, you name it. That Nine of Pentacles, though, is luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. So really nice money column there. Okay, now let's move on to love. Similar to the money column, I did just get the new deck, so let's take a look at your love message first. It says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you'll be surprised where it leads you. Let's see though. So in this column, this is anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, marriage, children, whatever you associate with love, Capricorn. The first card we have is the Nine of Pentacles, or excuse me, the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is literally wishes coming true. It means you get what you want. It doesn't get much better than that. So whatever you want in love, Capricorn, 2023 is your year. I don't know if you want to be single. I don't know if you want to get married, get engaged, have a baby, make friends, break up with friends, spend time with your parents, whatever it may be. This literally means wishes coming true. So like to see that there for you. This is also a card of good health. So going back, if you had like surgery or health issues, that's coming through as a really positive, healthy card too. The next card we have is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is about being solid, practical, and wise. And I'm not saying, Capricorn, that you're not solid, practical, or wise, but do make sure that you take that approach with love as well. So, make sure there's compromise, make sure there's communication, make sure there's balance there. The other thing I'm going to say about this is an investment card. So I could see you like buying a house together, buying a car together, making some sort of investment in a relationship. At the bottom here, we have the Fool card. Love to see the Fool card. First card in the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, taking chances, going on a new path or adventure. Again, that's whatever you want. Being single, being in a relationship, having a baby. This is that new beginning. That's you getting what you want. Clarifying out here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you who've watched my readings before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. It's one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. It's good luck, it's good fortune, it's a turning point. And you are literally, it's like whatever you want, you are going to have in terms of love here, Capricorn. So super neat. You're at the point, you've turned the corner to your wish. The next card we have is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of hard work. And I said compromise, and maybe that's not the exact word I'm looking for, but it's like having that balance and working hard for the relationship. You put in effort and that other person puts in effort, and it's like being committed and making the effort and putting in the work for this relationship. One thing that's nice about the Eight of Pentacles is you reap the benefits of your hard work. So it's not like you're going to throw this relationship away. It's going to reciprocate. It's going to provide you the same love and effort and passion that you put into it. Another thing with the Eight of Pentacles, this is actually like about enjoyment and actually enjoying this relationship, enjoying this person. So like the card and the placing here. And at the bottom here, we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. You got the Fool card, which is a new card, and you got an Ace of Swords, which is a new card. Ace of Swords is new idea, new clarity. This is new health too. So health keeps coming up for some of you as well, which I like. We like new health. We like being healthy. So nice spread there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our fifth and final column though, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. This is just like some piece of guidance or advice to take into 2023. Oh my goodness. Maybe you need both of these. I didn't mean to throw them like that. The first card that we have is Shift. So that's like kind of that continuous cycle of change. There's no doubt that you're on a journey to change. I don't feel like I said the word change an obsessive amount, but I think if we counted, it was quite a bit. And they were kind of subtly tucked in there. The other card is motion. Things are in change. Things are in motion. Things are shifting. It's very progressive, very much so about progress, very much so about being on the journey. But let's see what messages we have coming through here. Okay, the first card that we have is the Moon card. The Moon card is about trusting your intuition. With the Moon, oftentimes there's things that we don't see and it's like not having all the information. So it's very important that we trust our gut to navigate. So keep that in mind. I think this ties really nicely back into perspective too, where it was like you learn perspective, change, learn perspective, change, learn perspective, change. So you're going to get the information you need, but it's going to be very important that you use your intuition to guide you through these through these cycles of 2023. The next card we have is the Empress. Oh, how much I love the Empress. It's such a good card no matter where we have it. This is creation. This is abundant. I want you to have an abundant 2023. You are going to have an abundant 2023, Capricorn. This is also about creation and having that ability to create whatever you want. A great card for pregnancy and fertility as well, if that's something you're interested in. And then at the bottom we have the Three of Wands. This is teamwork. This is commerce. This is expansion. I think I said earlier, like 2023 is really going to be a year of growth for you. And the Three of Wands is expansion. It's growth. So lots of tidbits here for you. Let's see what we got going on. The first card we have is the Two of Swords. Anytime we have two of something on a card, it's a card of having to make a decision. So I do think you're going to be in the position where there could be decisions where you don't have all of the information, hence why your intuition is so important. Granted, your intuition is important all the time. The next card we have is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is one of those cards that's always favorable for you, but this is clarity. So it's like you're going to get clarity after I think the decision's made, but it's going to solidify that you made the right choice. It's going to comfort your decisions. Also, this is going to make very clear on what you want, where you want abundance, where you want to be creating. And last but not least, we have the Queen of Wands here at the bottom. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very self-assured. Your confidence is going to grow of all things this year. I don't think we've dropped that message, but that's very clearly what's coming through. There's a lot of growth in a lot of areas, but your confidence and self-assurance will definitely be one of the big areas, Capricorn. Okay, now at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. Again, I would ask about 2023, but Capricorn, you can ask about whatever you would like. Question number 1, we have the 10 of Hearts. This is the number 7 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the 8 of Diamonds. This is the number 44 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the King of Diamonds. This is the number 15 card. That's going to be a yes. So yes, no, yes for you. We're going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to support you throughout the entire year of 2023. You have Smoky Quartz, which is good for strength, resilience, and is very much so anti-stress. Again, you're going to have a busy year, so make sure we're keeping stress low. We're going to pull a card from our Let Go deck. This is something to let go. I want you to be letting go of 2022 and preparing for 2023. It says, if you have a problem, you have an opportunity, so let go of all blame. We're also going to pull a card from our Angel Wishes deck, which is a message from somebody who's passed away to you. The card says, your dream is a message from your loved ones. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck because we can all always use more healing. Your note says, walk gently, breathe peacefully, and laugh joyfully. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, and I hope you have the best 2023, Capricorn.